ultimately the stupid advice is really just to say like, be a good business and demonstrate that it's a good business. I think, I think the like biggest, especially like earlier stage mistake that I see is that, and I think this comes from reading a lot of like TechCrunch articles about companies that get founded or like invested in big dollars sometimes too before there's even a product. My guess is that almost never happens in education in particular, and that it's actually just pretty rare generally. Most of the time, you actually have to be generating revenue before you can raise money, and the articles in the media just don't really like focus there. And so I would really say like focus on your own business and what you can do without outside investment, and like that's the best thing to do. And it is really hard though. Like a lot of times you don't have a technical co-founder, and that's like the most frequent thing that I hear about like why someone feels like they need that outside investment. And I don't necessarily have like a good answer to that other than like, part of every in particular CEO or founder's job is to basically like be a good, like you hear the phrase storyteller, and like that's a part of it. Like I think storyteller makes it seem a little too fake, but there's some overlap between being a good storyteller and it being really truly authentic. And if you can combine those two things, then hopefully you'll be able to not just recruit the right people to come kind of like help build this thing with you, but also, go get those investors later too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, revenue and growth, especially like in the venture capital world, are the main things that people really care about.
Yeah, yeah. So have a good business and communicate it clearly why
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
Um,
The only thing I would say add on the like steward part that's like separate, and maybe this is true in terms of how to get investment too, but like, I don't know. I mean, it's helpful to just be honest. Like, there's a lot fewer things to keep track of if you're just being honest with people anyway. And I think that they, especially these investors, venture capital investors, and even angel investors in Silicon Valley, like, they have so few repercussions after they give you like, or like ways to like control how their money is used. I mean, there's board seats and things like that, but they don't even typically get board control until like pretty late in a company's stage life cycle. And so really they have no way to manage their, like, they're really just kind of trusting people with their money. And so I think that actually also goes a long way.
mm-hmm.